China has chosen to follow Russia's lead in asserting that engagement on arms control can't proceed when there are other challenges in the bilateral relationship.
And those so-called challenges are the continuously breaking of the three Shanghai Communique for the last 42 years. China had finally enough. After 42 years, you lying to them and breaking all the three Shanghai Communique from 1972, 1979, and 1982. This is your favorite half Chinese. You have proven that it is a waste of time to have any agreement with the United States of failures. Don't you think?
We think this approach undermines strategic stability. It increases the risk of arms race dynamics.
Well, all you gotta do is keep your word. It's that simple.
We have made efforts to bolster the defense of our allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific, and we will continue to make those efforts.
What he means is forging alliances with other nations to go to war with China. And China shouldn't do anything, just sit there as a duck waiting for the hunter to take its life.
In the face of Chinese threats to their security.
What threat? Who started the most unprovoked wars in Asia? China or the United States of savagery? Who dropped the most bombs in Asia? Was it China or the United States of savagery? Who dropped the atomic bomb in Asia? China or the United States of savagery? Who gave the 2/3 of the oil and hardware for the military to Japan to invade China and all the other Asian nations to commit the most horrific war crimes and crimes against humanity the world has ever seen? Was it China or the United States of savagery? And lastly, but not least, who is trying to use the Philippines, Taiwan and Japan as a proxy to fight against China and by doing that destroying their own nation? Is it China or the United States of war? You tell me. The only threat to security in the region is the United States.
I would say, unfortunately, by suspending these consultations, China has chosen not to pursue efforts that would manage strategic risks and prevent costly arms races.
Because it's literally useless. First you break all the agreements you can break and start to target China, trying to fool China into not building up the defenses for the war the United States is preparing to wage on China.
Arms races, but we, the United States, will remain open to developing and implementing concrete risk reduction measures with China. However, it requires a PRC willing to also manage strategic risks.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Indeed, stop the cap. So what the United States of war wants is that China letting itself led to the butcher's table, like they did with the Ukraine-Minsk agreement. Just enough time to prepare for war, while the other side trusting you holding up your end of the bargain. Meanwhile, you are doing everything to break it and then attack. Do you think China is stupid? Don't you think they are watching your moves? Idiotic for the US to still think of cooperation after they keep breaking their own words. Time after time, year after year, day after day, second after second. Under Biden alone, they had 16 arms sales to Taiwan, on which they in 1982 promised to start selling less and less until no more sales. So, this one is for the United States. Elon, hit it.
Go yourself.
Please let me know what you all think of it in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. We are not uncivilized barbarians, unlike some others. Please like, share, and if you have not yet, then follow. This was your favorite half Chinese, and as always, have a great day. I'm sorry, I don't know what is with my light.